The first to jump out was Samurai Prince, and Gentleman Jack began well. In behind them, Hear My Prayers, and on the inside there is Ideal Future as they come around to jump the first fence at the top of the straight here, the first of 18. And the Gentleman Jack taking up the running, leads to it about a length and a half in advance of Samurai Prince. In third place is Diamond Crop, and Hear My Prayers is next. In behind them, Ideal Future, being followed further back in the field by Zephyr Jack, and Mud Eyes in behind them, a length and a half for Lero. Further back then over on the inside, Sentimental Dan, and he was followed closely a bit further back in the field there. Is Art and Les, followed by Shenton Street, dropping out second last, and Booster Hooves is last of all at the first of the treble in front of the stands now. And a Gentleman Jack comes along to it and cleared it nicely, a length and a half in advance here. In second place, Ideal Future, followed by Diamond Crop, and Hear My Prayers is prominently positioned, followed by Zephyr Jack and Samurai Prince. A bit further back is Mud Eyes. They come to the third of the treble there, followed by Art and Les and Falero. 3 lengths further back is Sentimental Dan. A couple of lengths further back is Shenton Street, who's one of the tail enders in company with Booster Hooves. So they win their way along towards the first of the doubles here, leading them up into Briley Paddock, first of 2 fences ahead of them in this section, and the leader, Gentleman Jack, is going along at a leisurely pace, a length and a half in advance of Ideal Future, who's close handy. So is Diamond Crop, followed by Samurai Prince, and just in behind them, Hear My Prayers, and Zephyr Jack is close up. Mud Eye is in behind them, Art and Les a bit further back for Lero, being followed by Sentimental Dan and Shenton Street second last, and Booster Hooves is last of all. They're in Briley Paddock and racing up the hill, and Gentleman Jack lobbing along about 2.5 lengths in advance here of Ideal Future. A length away, Samurai Prince, followed by Diamond Crop at the first of the fences in Briley. Then Hear My Prayers. Oh, one dip there, Mud Eye. Recovered again now. He's running about 5th last as they go up the hill towards the second of these fences here. And Gentleman Jack let go at that one and jumped it beautifully. 2.5 lengths to Ideal Future. Close up on the inside, Samurai Prince, followed by Hear My Prayers. Then Zephyr Jack, a length and a half further back, Diamond Crop, being followed by Mud Eye. A long gap to Art and Les as they start to string out. Falero is well back in the field. Sentimental Dan and Shenton Street is a mile off the lead back there in company with Booster Hooves at the next fence. And Falero hit it, but recovered again as they go to the Cox's Hill double. And it's Gentleman Jack the leader. He's about 3 lengths in advance here of Samurai Prince and Ideal Future at the first of the double on top of the hill. He dipped on landing that leader. Over the second one he goes, clears it a bit better, coming down the hill in Granders Paddock towards the lone fence here. And Gentleman Jack is the leader, about a length and a half in advance of Samurai Prince and Ideal Future. Then Diamond Crop as they come down the hill to the Tozers Road double. They've got 6 fences left to jump, and it's Gentleman Jack showing out to the first of this double here, which leads them back on the course proper. Gentleman Jack cleared it safely, cuts the corner, he's back in there, jumped that one a bit better. Samurai Prince going up and his outsiders challenging for the lead, being followed by Diamond Crop, who's coming to the picture quickly. And Hear My Prayers a bit further back, being followed by Zephyr Jack. 4 fences to jump. There's a long break in the field of Ideal Future losing ground. Here's the 4th last jump. They come to it. Gentleman Jack on the inside. Samurai Prince about 2.5 lengths in advance of Zephyr Jack giving chase, and Hear My Prayers. And Diamond Crop is there on the inside as they come up to the 3rd last jump in the steeplechase here. Gentleman Jack again takes the lead. Samurai Prince jumped it a bit awkwardly. They've gone away by 4 lengths to Zephyr Jack, a length and a half. Hear My Prayers and Diamond Crop. And Art and Les is making up a lot of ground as they come up to what will be the second last fence. About 500 metres left to travel. Gentleman Jack again being tackled by Samurai Prince, but he made the better leap. The favourite, Gentleman Jack, in 3rd place, running on now with a good run is Zephyr Jack as they come around the home turn. 1 fence left to jump, and Gentleman Jack the leader, a couple of lengths in advance here of Zephyr Jack, who switched back to the inside. They're followed further back by Samurai Prince, and Art and Les continues to gain ground, and Diamond Crop as they race down to the last jump could make all the difference. Gentleman Jack on the outside is just in advance here of Zephyr Jack, who's coming at him on the inside, and Art and Les still continuing his run. He's finishing very strongly. Art and Les down the outside. He's got these leaders covered, I'd say. Art and Les on the outside, ranges alongside Gentleman Jack, who fights back, but Art and Les is in front with 100 metres left to go. Gentleman Jack battling on Art and Les will be too strong. Art and Les by a half length to Gentleman Jack, 4 lengths away, 3rd Zephyr Jack. Then Samurai Prince and Diamond Crop behind them. Hear My Prayers and Shenton Street for Lero, followed by Ideal Future and Sentimental Dan, and Booster Hooves is a long way back, and Mud Eyes run last, as far as I can see.
Yeah, number 4, Art and Les, the winner of the first at $8.10 and $2.90 on Super Tab. Number 2, Gentleman Jack at $1.40, and number 12, Zephyr Jack, $8.90. 4, 2 and 12 past the post. Details, race 1 at Warrnambool. I'll be back shortly with the late mail.
Good on you, Rod. Yes, just about set here for the second. Zigzag the favourite, trained by Eric Musgrave, and they're all in. 18 fences again. Hello, there's one almost got down. The favourite, Zigzag, riders out of the saddle, but very restless. In the stall, down in 2, the rider out of the saddle. Summer Bay's on the inside. Now he's right out of the saddle. Interesting, in tomorrow's Grand Annual Steeplechase, Jim Houlihan has not yet made up his mind whether or not he'll run Usurper, who would be one of the favourites, I'd say, if he does take his place in the field. And a decision will be made by John Wheeler on whether or not the Sundance kid, who was an impressive winner here in the Braley steeplechase yesterday, will take his place in the field. That decision will be made a little later today. So let's hope the two horses are fit enough to run in the big race tomorrow. Best Endeavours is the top weight. Now the veterinary surgeon having a look at the favourite here, Zigzag. He's riderless behind the line. We've seen many great performances in the Grand Annual over a period of time. Ted Byrne, the late Ted Byrne, was a master rider here, knew every blade of the track here at Warrnambool, and saved a lot of ground with his knowledge of this great track. Ron Hall was another top rider here. Father of Greg Hall. Les Moore also rode a number of winners of the Grand Annual. Now, the rider of Zigzag is back in the saddle, and he's just walking around. And it looks as if he's okay. No harm done, apparently. He'll move up into 2, Zigzag. Just coming forward. Tall Rumour. Rider wears the colours of Farlap. The famous colours owned by well-known bookmaker Jack Hurry, is one of the part owners of this horse. Tall Rumour. And now here's Zigzag coming up to stall 2 again. So they're just about ready. And they're off. Caught them in an even line too. Paxtino, one of the first to bound out in company with Coronel, who got away nicely, and Merman is prominent. And behind me is up sharing the lead in the early stages, being followed by Divine Legend. Dropping in behind them then is Tall Rumour, being followed closely by Summer Bay, and Zigzag has dropped out to last at the first jumper. And Paxtino leads over it, but behind me in close touch as they run down the straight, a length and a half clear. Of over on the outside, Coronel, being followed closely a bit further back in the field then to Our Best Scenario. Over on the inside is Tall Rumour, a bit further back Divine Legend. The field is well bunched up as they come down the straight the first time, and the leader here behind me, a length in advance of Paxtino. Tall Rumour close handy at the first of the treble. Then Our Best Scenario, Divine Legend in behind them, Summer Bay and Coronel as they clear that jumper, and they're followed by Reedley Boy, a length and a half to Merman. In behind them then is Zigzag, and Gay Fox has dropped out to last. Also over the second of the treble. Here's the last one, and over this one behind me has gone to a clear lead, about 2.5 lengths in advance of Tall Rumour. Paxtino close handy, being followed by Divine Legend, and Summer Bay is in behind them, and Our Best Scenario. Reedley Boy's a bit further back in the field, followed by Coronel. Zigzag still a fair way back in the field. Dropping out to last is Merman, and just in advance of him there is Gay Fox. They run along towards the 2 fences in the Braley double here, and the leader going along nicely, and the leader's behind me, a length and a half to Tall Rumour at the first of the double. They're over it safely. Here's the second one, and that leader cut the corner nicely behind me and wins his way up Braley paddock, a length in advance of Tall Rumour. 2 lengths further back is Summer Bay, being followed by Paxtino, a length and a half Our Best Scenario and Divine Legend. 3 lengths further back to Coronel, followed by Reedley Boy. A good long gap in the field is Zigzag, who got right into that fence. He lost a couple of lengths there, Zigzag, and he's third last, being followed by Gay Fox and Merman last of all. This leader giving a bold display, racing up the hill here behind me, about 4 lengths to in second place, Summer Bay. Tall Rumour in behind them, and they're followed closely by Paxtino and Our Best Scenario. Then further back is Divine Legend, 2 lengths to Coronel up on the outside of Reedley Boy, making some ground. Zigzag is still a fair way back as they go over that next jump in Braley paddock, and they're racing up the hill a fair way back in the field to Merman, and Gay Fox is last of all. 20 lengths covering the field on top of the hill to the Cox's Road double, and behind me is the leader, about 3 or 4 lengths in advance of Summer Bay at the first of the double. He cleared that safely. Behind me over the second one he goes, and behind me coming down the hill with a nice handy break, about 4 lengths to Summer Bay, and a length and a half further back in the third place then Tall Rumour, who reached for that one in Grander's paddock. Then Paxtino, and further back Divine Legend is making up some ground. Now here they come to the first of the Tozers double, which leads them back here onto the course proper, and there's not much between behind me, headed there by Summer Bay, and Summer Bay has jumped to a clear lead. Tall Rumour saved a bit of ground there. He's after Summer Bay as they run along the back. Behind me is making another effort, being followed by Our Best Scenario, and Divine Legend is just in behind them. Paxtino followed by Coronel, coming up to what will be the fourth last jump. Again behind me with superior pace on the flat, takes the lead. Cleared that one a half length to Tall Rumour, and Paxtino putting in a good run at Our Best Scenario is there, being followed by Summer Bay. Then Coronel, Divine Legend, a good long gap to Merman, who's made up some ground, followed by Zigzag and Reedley Boy over the next jump now, and they race along with 2 fences left to negotiate. And the leader here is Paxtino, a half length behind me. In third place is Summer Bay, coming up to the second last jump there, followed by Our Best Scenario. Then Divine Legend. Here's the second last one. Paxtino cleared it safely, running on well. Our Best Scenario behind me, hard ridden, followed by Summer Bay, and a good long gap to Tall Rumour's dropped out of it. Finishing fast now Divine Legend as they round the home turn. Paxtino about to be tackled by Our Best Scenario. Behind me under pressure is next, followed by Summer Bay as they straighten up with 1 fence left to jump. jump. And the leader here is Paxtino going along nicely, coming to the last one, a length and a half clear of Our Best Scenario, is trying to pick him up. Here's the last one. Paxtino is safely over it. Our Best Scenario coming after him in the final stages, and Summer Bay making another effort. It's Paxtino in front with 100 metres left to go. Summer Bay finishing strongly, will be too late. Paxtino wins it. Paxtino by over a length to Summer Bay. Our Best Scenario third. Then Divine Legend, followed by Behind Me and Zigzag. Well back to Coronel, a riderless horse going past the post there. And that is Tall Room has lost his jockey somewhere in transit at the last one. And further back in the field behind them, Reedley Boy, and the last to complete the course is Gay Fox.
And the winner there, number 8, Paxtino, $7.10 and $2.60 on Super Tab. Number 6, Summer Bay, $4.60. And number 7, Our Best Scenario, $2.30. Zigzag was the favourite, that got down on the stalls, underwent a veterinary inspection. In fact, that's Zigzag in those pink colours and the blue cap. Has made up a fair bit of ground over the concluding stages, and might have even run about 4th in the race, but it did sit down in the barrier stalls, Zigzag, but the vet passed it fit to run. But it was never really a winning chance, but a pretty stylish win at the finish to Paxtino in the second at Warrnambool, which was the John Russell steeplechase.
They're ready for action. 1,700 metres the journey. Track dead here for racing today. Main events the Wangoom and the Galleywood hurdle, and they're off, and Andrabi was one of the first to anticipate the starter. Andrabi on the insider's tackle for the front running here by Son of Adiyun, who got out pretty well, and just in behind them is Prince Tosh in a handy position, being followed closely a bit further back by Easy Half, settling into Strider, and Son of Adiyun takes the lead, a length and a half in advance here in second place. Andrabi on the inside of Prince Tosh, and going forward around them there is Helianthus, a length and a half. Our Agassi on the outside of Easy Half. Then Bronze Monarch a bit further back in the field. What a Question in the all-white, being followed by the Gainer. And back in behind them came Hobson's Bay. And Royal Rage is second last, the outside. And Prince Elusa is last of all as they run along with just over 1,000 metres left to go. Where Son of Adiyun leads a half length to Helianthus. A length and a half. Bronze Monarch on the outside of Prince Tosh is nicely positioned. Easy Half is in behind them. Andrabi on the rails. A length and a half to Our Agassi, followed by What a Question, the Gan together. Then Centenova. Royal Rage is third last at that point, followed by Prince Elusa. And Hobson's Bay's got back to last. 800 metres to go. Son of Adiyun by a half length to Helianthus, a length and a half. Bronze Monarch on the outside of Prince Tosh, close behind them Easy Half. On the rails getting a nice run in Andrabi, a length and a half further back to What a Question, followed by the Gan, and they were followed closely by Centenova going forward at that point of the race, and Royal Rage is starting to improve his position. Out to deeper on the track, racing up towards the home turn is Our Agassi, and dropping back to last again is Hobson's Bay, packing up a little on the home turn. 400 metres out, Son of Adiyun is tackled here by Helianthus, and Easy Half putting in a run. Prince Tosh eased off the rail to go around them, being followed by Andrabi, has got the run up on the inside and finishing on. And as they come down with 250 metres left to go, Son of Adiyun is tackled by Helianthus, and Andrabi getting up along the inside is finishing strongly. Then Prince Tosh, and further back Easy Half down the outside. Andrabi on the inside, hit the front from Helianthus, is coming at it again. Helianthus on the outside, Andrabi. Helianthus wins it. Helianthus has won it by a long neck to Andrabi. Son of Adiyun's run third. Royal Rage behind them, followed by Prince Tosh. Then What a Question, followed by Hobson's Bay, made some ground. Easy Half behind them, Prince Elusa. Our Agassi well back in the field, followed by Bronze Monarch and the Gan, and last of all is Centenova. Number 5, the winner, Helianthus, ridden by Gavin Eads. Through an outside barrier, so the run's been good. He had it over one off the fence after they'd gone a couple of 100 metres. So it was a nice ride by Gavin to land Helianthus as a winner in the Paslow Ford maiden plate for Mrs. M.A. Wallace, who's been a client of the George Hanlon stable for quite a number of years now. Had a pretty good horse in Kip that came here. I think won an Australian Cup. And this horse, a 4-year-old brown gelding by Lord Ballina out of Sunflower, trained by George Hanlon at Leopold, getting up there to score by about a head on the line, possibly a shade more. Over Andrabi, who looked the likely winner halfway down the straight, and Son of Adiyun made all the running and has battled on well to gain third placing. The winner of the race, number 5, Helianthus, ridden by Gavin Eads, defeats number 1, Andrabi, ridden by Jeff O'Loughlin, and third placing, Son of Adiyun, ridden by Stan Sakos. It's 870 and 250, Helianthus, having his 9th start today. 4 placings, 4 seconds before this. So he was overdue for a win, and defeating Andrabi. Every chance. He got a beautiful run on the inside, as you saw when they straightened up, and third placing to Son of Adiyun. It is 5-1-8 official placings after the third event. Coming up to race 4 next. This race, the Grand Annual Club Maiden Plate, will be called for you by John O'Flaherty.
So the first corner in the Grand Annual Club Maiden Plate. Away they go, and Misty Aura wasn't all that well away, and Flat Flyer didn't begin well, and the favourite straight out onto the lead. Baron Verdi is going to lead Saturday Sports, going up to second as they've covered 100 metres. A length and a half further back, Uncle Tud settling in the box seat there. Over on the inside then came Paddy Wax. Centre Rollers in the middle of that pack as they go into that corner from the grey Misty Aura trap deep. A length and a half further back then came Display of Power. Further back in the field then came Cold November Rain. Flat Flyer on the inside, and Space Racer was last of all as they go into that 1200 metre bend, and the leader here, Baron Verdi. Settled nicely out in front as 2 lengths clear of Saturday Sports in second place. In King's Wings goes up to third. Uncle Tub running fourth on the inside from Misty Aura. Next in the field then came the grey Paddy Wack from Centurial in the centre. Caught out 3 deep there was Zero Back, tracked up on the inside by Flat Flyer. Further back in the field then came Display of Power, Cold November Rain, and last of all was Space Racer. With about 8.50 to run and still the leader, Baron Verdi, about a length and a quarter clear. There's little or no change in the order. Saturday Sports running second. Uncle Tubbs has had a good run over on the inside, running third from King's Wings. Then came Paddy Wack from King's Aura. Centurial starting to move forward. Zero Back was next. Further back in the field then came Space Racer. Flat Flyers back third to last. Display of Power back to last, and just ahead of it there was Cold November Rain as they race to the bend now. 4.50 to run, and Baron Verdi's going as well as anything. Saturday Sports is under extreme pressure. So too is Uncle Tad. Paddy Wack starting to run on next in the field. Further back to King's Wings and Centurial, but on the bend Baron Verdi snuck away at the 250 metre mark, about 3 or 4 lengths out in front of Saturday Sports, trying hard. Then Uncle Tud, and down the outside was Paddy Wack. Getting a little bit tired, Baron Verdi, but he's got a commanding break with about 80 or 90 metres to run, and punched out by Wilson. Baron Verdi's going to be too good. Wins by 2 lengths. Saturday Sports second. Paddy Wack a half a length back third. Then came Uncle Tud. 4 or 5 further back then we had, making some ground, Cold November Rain from Space Racer, Flat Flyer. Centre Roll didn't go on with it. Never a chat then we had Display of Power, and drifting well back in the field then Mr. Yora's run last, and second to last was Zero Back, a most disappointing run. Not too many problems there for the top weighters. Firm right into $2.90 on Super Tab. Number 1, Baron Verdi by Nicola Polo out of Oblivious. The mare formerly raced by the connections here, Prince Popper mare. She's raced for the estate of the late Leo Turner. Of course, Leo Turner was a former top Geelong footballer. Leo passed away in the last 12 months. He was a coach of the Warrnambool Football Club and had a business here in Warrnambool, and also a lot of interest in racing. And his estate races this one, Baron Verdi, in partnership with John Gurry, John Primer, MP Gray, John Bowman and Ray Primer. Francis, better known as Chook O'Rourke, the trainer here on the track, and of course Neville Wilson, the doyen of riders here in the Southwest District. 7 seconds. Saturday Sports didn't give up, just kept on trying, although he never ever at any stage looked like getting to Baron Verdi. Saturday Sports, trained by Chris Ryan here locally. Pete Merton's the rider. $7 for the place, and third placing going to number 6, Paddy Wack. Well, he just did that. $2.30 for the place. He's trained by Rodney Robinson down at Manoram. So the numbers after race number 4, 1 Baron Verdi and Wilson, 7 Saturday Sports, P. Mertens, 13-6 Paddy Wack, ridden by Jason Webb. Uncle Tad had every chance, given every chance there by Sparrow Flaherty, Mark Flaherty, who was a late replacement for Malcolm Pay, but Uncle Tad had support on track, but very, very disappointing. Centre Roll was another one that was in the market, but showed no dash whatsoever. So the numbers there, 1, 7 and 6, runners returning after the running of that event. Neville Wilson scored a winner yesterday, another winner today, and he's certainly the king of the bull, as they like to say. The next event on the program here is the Galleywood Hurdle Race. It's a race that's only been instigated in the last couple of years here at Warrnambool. The emergency is not required, but we certainly see it's more or less a weight for age championship, should we say, of the Western District Jumpers. And race number 5, the George Taylor Stores Galleywood Hurdle, time to start at 1:35, and after a refreshing luncheon, JR will be back for race number 5. Hilton?
Thanks, John. Good call there, and we'll...
They make a good line, and they're off. And Thames was the first to jump out. Lord Foster back to the rear in the early stages as they go along to jump the first hurdle. And Thames is the leader, about a length in advance, taken on by Dark Energy over that first jump from I'm Looking Good. Settling in behind them, Silver Medal, being followed by Maybe Rough, who's over on the inside. A bit further back in the field then is Veritable Lad. Belcapine going forward just behind them, flying along, followed by Moon Chase and Jonesy's Flyer. Second last, Tick Over, and Lord Foster last of all. Round the turn they come the first time, no speed on at all. I'm Looking Good, the leader, with his head almost on his chest. A length and a half to Bell Capone is going up to take him on. A length further back is Dark Energy, being followed closely by Thames from Veritable Lad. Silver Medal next is on the outside of Maybe Rough. A length and a half tick over, followed further back by Moon Chase, and next to last Jonesy's Flyer and Lord Foster bringing up the rear. They're in the straight, just over a circle left to go. 3 jumps ahead of them in this section, and the leader Bell Capone strode down to the first one and cleared it nicely. Over on the outside, Dark Energy flying along, has come down at the back of the field. He's crashed at that hurdle, the first hurdle in the straight, and coming to the second one here in front of the stands, and Dark Energy goes to the front, reached for it, got over it by a length to Bell Capone second. I'm Looking Good back to third. They're followed by Thames, a length and a half further back as Maybe Rough on the inside of Silver Medal. Then Veritable Lad, who's racing deep, followed by Moon Chase, Lord Foster back behind them, tick over, and Jonesy's Flyer last of all. Over the third jump in the straight, they've got 1,850 metres left to go on the hurdle, and the leader here cutting them along, Dark Energy, a length and a half in advance here of I'm Looking Good, who goes to second again, followed closely by Thames, improving his position on the outside, and he was followed next then by Bell Capone. Further back along the inside, Maybe Rough and Veritable Lad, a length and a half Silver Medal, followed closely by Moon Chase. In behind them, Lord Foster, tick over, and Jonesy's Flyer last of all, about 12 lengths off the lead, going into the hurdle along the back, and here the leader Dark Energy got over that one by a length and a half. Thames jumped it badly, dropped back a little. He's been passed by I'm Looking Good. They're followed by Bell Capone. Maybe Rough has had a lovely run in transit. Veritable Lad has always been wide. He's racing up 3 deep around them, followed by Silver Medal. Over on the inside then, Moon Chase, followed by Lord Foster, 2 lengths to Jonesy's Fire, ridden patiently at the back of the field in company with Tick Over along the back, 1,200 metres out, and the leader here, Dark Energy, a length and a half. Thames and Maybe Rough is coming to the picture very quickly. Just in behind them, I'm Looking Good, and then came Veritable Lad, moving up just behind them, Moon Chase and Bell Capone. Silver Medal still there on the inside, followed by Lord Foster as they jump the next one, followed by Jonesy's Flyer, now getting a move on, and Tick Over is last of all. They're coming down the side towards the second last jump in the hurdle. Maybe Rough on the outside, Dark Energy together as they go to this one. Maybe Rough on the outside's got his head in front of Dark Energy, 2.5 lengths to I'm Looking Good. They're followed by Silver Medal making a claim, and further back as Moon Chase is trying to go with him. 2 lengths to Lord Foster. Veritable Lad losing ground. Jonesy's Flyer next making a forward move at the head of the others then, and well back in the field behind them is Thames, followed by Bell Capone. Maybe Rough is the leader. Round the turn, 1 hurdle left to jump, and the 400 metre mark ahead of them here, and Maybe Rough the leader. Here comes Silver Medal putting in his run. He's going well, the favourite. Then came Dark Energy, followed by I'm Looking Good, and Jonesy's Flyers made up a ton of ground, followed by Moon Chase and Lord Foster. Here's the last hurdle ahead of them. On the outside, Silver Medal goes to the lead. The inside panels are flattened, and Silver Medal is clear now from Maybe Rough, who fights back along the inside. They're clear from Jonesy's Flyer. Silver Medal just in front. Maybe Rough is coming again on the inside. Silver Medal just the leader. Silver Medal too strong. Silver Medal a half length to Maybe Rough. Third home Jonesy's Flyer, followed by I'm Looking Good, Dark Energy behind them, followed by Moon Chase and Lord Foster, Bell Capone, Thames, and the last couple home Tick Over and Veritable Lad.
Now they're moving in for the third event of the day. The Ipswich Turf Club Super Curious Added Stakes carries prize money.
Stand by. Settling in the stalls, and away they run. Marty's Eclat, the first to jump near the inside. Katani banded out quickly, so also going away fast towards the outside, and going up towards the lead is Western Reality as they settle down. And Western Reality on the outside joins Marty's Eclat in the lead. A length further back, Salamondo. They're followed closely by Quissant. Kitty's Wish pushing up along the inside, followed by Listening's Joy, and Katani's got back to last. Along the back, Western Reality went to a clear lead by a length and a half in advance of Salamondo. Close up the outside, Quissant in company there with a Marty's Eclat, followed by Listening's Joy, Katani, and Kitty's Wish is last. And only 5 lengths covers the field at the 1200, where Western Reality going along about 3/4 of a length in advance of Salamondo. Close in behind them was a Marty's Eclat, being followed by Quissant, and a bit further back in the field, Listening's Joy, a length and a half, Kitty's Wish second last, and Katani last of all. 1,000 metres out, Western Reality joined and headed by Salamondo. They're clear from Quissant, followed closely by Listening's Joy, making round a Marty's Eclat, a length and a half, Katani on the outside of Kitty's Wish. Salamondo's dashed away past the 800, went 3 lengths clear of Western Reality, and Quissant moving up just behind them. Listening's Joy, followed by a Marty's Eclat, Katani second last, and Kitty's Wish is last of all as they commence the run around the home turn. 600 metres left to go. Salamondo, a length and a half, Western Reality, and on the outside, Quissant. Listening's Joy making ground, being followed closely there by Marty's Eclat, and Kitty's Wish just in behind them, and Katani. They're making the home turn. Salamondo immediately tackled by Listening's Joy, looks to be going well. Quissant in the centre. Western Reality dropping out of it, pulled to the outsiders. Kitty's Wish and a Marty's Eclat running on down the outside. Here, Listening's Joy takes the lead, coming to the 250, led a half length in advance of a Marty's Eclat's the danger on the outside. A Marty's Eclat on the outside takes the lead to the 100-metre mark. Listening's Joy fights back, and they're clear from Quiescent and Kitty's Wish running on. It's over on the inside. Listening's Joy deeper on the track as Marty's Eclat as they go to the post. And Marty's Eclat might have just beaten Listening's Joy, with Kitty's Wish third, followed next home by Quiescent. Western Reality back behind them. Salamondo and Catani's run last. These horses wide apart. Marty's Eclat and Listening's Joy she looks to have just won Marty's Eclat. Wide apart here. And we'll have a look at the final stages again with Listening's Joy and Marty's Eclat. Listening's Joy getting back to the inside. And Marty's Eclat, Kitty's Wish has made up a lot of ground at the final stages of the race. Now Listening's Joy on the inside, and Marty's Eclat is starting to drift out on the track. And look at Kitty's Wish, the way she's got home. Listening's Joy, Marty's Eclat, and the numbers coming up. It will be 3, 2 and 1. Marty's Eclat battling on, and just a little bit too good. As you see there, from Listening's Joy and Kitty's Wish. As we wait for all numbers, here they are, 3, 2 and 1. Number 3, the winner, Marty's Eclat, Sally Win, raced by MW and AM McLeod, trained by Diane Wynne at Cranbourne. A 4-year-old brown mare by Oregon out of Royal Pageant takes out the honours in the Shot Drums Mukta Fillies and Mares Class 6 handicap. Pays $5.60 and $2.50. 2 Listening's Joy at $3. Number 1, third Kitty's Wish. Insufficient starters for a third tote dividend. 3, 2 and 1 in the 6th of the day at Warrnambool. Back to Hilton, and the 7th event, another of the feature attractions of the day here. The Chittick's Bakery Wangoom handicap, 1,200 metres, coming up at 2:47. Racing region coming up, followed by Go Dave O Go. Behind them is Lord Tyson. Right away is the all-white colours of the club. Mamzeldi Inns to come in. Buffer's Pride. Bells of Video Fan. And More Action. So the field coming up well. Kaltar makes a good line. Bandaged on both forelegs, I notice. Kaltar. Good run first up. Previously. Trained by Colin Alston, who of course has the hot favourite in La Volta. And here the rain starts to tumble down at Warrnambool. Heavy rain falling now. 3 runners to move in for the Wangoom. Bells of one of them with Buffer's Pride. Visibility starting to fade over there in the back section of the track. Here's Mamzeldi Inns coming up. More Action to move in. And also Bells of Video Kid makes a good line. So the line will soon be ready. Chittick's Bakery Wangoom handicap race 7 here at Warrnambool. And the Bells of one of the last to come up for Gavin Ease, who rode this horse to victory last year. Then went to Adelaide and won the AWA Goodwood handicap. A line soon be set. More Action coming up. Buffer's Pride has drawn a wide alley. About to go in. Fog starting to roll in here too. Now the look set. Ready to go in the Wangoom. They're off to a good start too. Video Fan was the first to jump out, quickly headed by Mamzeldi Inns, who got away quickly with Go Dave O'Gower. And Bells of on the outside is going very fast, just in behind them, travelling up as mint condition towards the leader, being followed by Ruling Region along the inside, and they were followed by Hong Kong Star, got slightly checked there. More Action behind them. Kaltar is second last on settling down, and Lord Tyson is last of all. They're going hard in the lead. Mamzeldi Inns leads the neck on mint condition, a length Go Dave O'Gower. 1.5 Ruling Region on the inside of Poacher Star. 3 deep is Bells of a length and a half. Buffer's Pride followed by Video Kid. A bit further back in the field then came Video Fan there, followed by Hong Kong Stars. A long way back with More Action. Well back is Kaltar, hard ridden second last. Lord Tyson last of all. Round the turn they come, 550 out. Mamzeldi Inns a half length on mint condition and ranging up on the outside. Go Dave, they go into the picture. Bells of just behind them. Poacher Star over on the inside. Ruling Region. Video Kid further back.